Friday, May 24th, 2019. Denver, Colorado. Surely I'd misunderstood. Stephen wouldn't do this to me, to us. Disbelief washed over me in a numbing rush. After 22 years of marriage, the last 10 with us supposedly living redeemed lives, had we not made it any further down this road? I slammed my SUV to an ungainly stop, inches from the red compact cowering beneath my bumper. I waved an apology, and the ponytailed teenager responded with an all-too-familiar hand gesture. My patience thinned. "Claire, are you still there?" Deep breaths, the counselor had said. "Yes, but I think you cut out there for a second." Truth is, I wanted him to repeat it. An unfair tactic, admittedly, and one rusty from disuse. But I was free-falling. Stephen sighed. "You know exactly what I said, Claire. Let's not play this game. We're supposed to be past this." All I asked was, "Hang on, will you, honey?" Muted voices, one of them Stephen's, the other unrecognizable. "Sure," I said beneath my breath, feeling dismissed like one of his corporate litigants. I stared out the windshield of the Lexus, a recent gift from Stephen in what seemed a blatant attempt to appease his guilt. I inched forward in the noontime traffic, wondering if he was still at the Atlanta Hilton. It was so like him to pull out a fighting fair tactic. I hated backsliding into behavior I'd vowed to leave behind, but at times I still preferred to throw on the gloves and go at it. The deliciously sharp responses tingling my tongue turned to acid. I never wished for those youthful days of marriage again. The constant power struggles, making sure everything was even, that everything was fair. I did not want to be that woman again. My eyes watered. God was slowly, achingly fashioning me into his likeness, however faint the resemblance so far. He had led me beyond the selfishness and pride that had nearly eclipsed my love for Stephen. But there were still moments when the boxing gloves seemed to beckon for one more round. I briefly closed my eyes, resisting the urge. "Okay, honey, I'm back." I waited for more, but apparently Stephen expected me to respond. It was all I could do to breathe past the hurt clawing the back of my throat. "Claire, look, I'm sorry. I know you're not happy about this." He spoke slowly, each word measured. "But I did verbally accept the offer from the Atlanta firm about an hour ago. A full partnership. I haven't signed anything yet, but you do realize what this means for me? For us?" I could well imagine the practiced tilt of his head and the engaging stare of those blue-gray eyes that still made me go weak in the knees. Age looked good on him, and his kind nature and dry wit only added to the appeal. Not surprisingly, I wasn't the only woman who found those qualities attractive. Not hardly. I'd grown accustomed to the lingering looks Stephen drew. Yet I'd always trusted him implicitly, until he gave me the reason not to. "You still there, Claire?" I blinked to clear the image that still came to mind all too frequently. "Yes, I'm here. And I plan to stay right here, too. Stephen, please, before you sign anything..." "Listen, my cab will be here any minute. I should be home around 7. We'll talk about it then." He paused. "Okay, babe?" I turned into the parking lot of Schaefer and Associates Design. Janine, the youngest interior designer, waved as she folded her model-worthy legs into her little coupe. Then she gave me a look, one I understood. I searched the lot. Patrice Yancey's white Tesla. My jaw tightened. Patrice was uncustomarily early.